Joining us now with reaction, DailyMail.com editor-at-large Piers Morgan, who, by the way, has become a friend of mine, and he was once a competitor, but, you know, I never disliked him then except about the Second Amendment. We'll debate that one day. You know, I've come to really admire your fight, your wit, your humor. You're very impressive, and I read your stuff all the time. You know, liberals screaming to impeach Trump. You were on fire.
Well, first of all, Sean, thank you for having me. And can I just offer my deepest sympathy to Jussie Smollett? It must be awful.
It's terrible.
It must be awful, mustn't it, to have post-traumatic stress disorder from something that you faked yourself? I mean, poor guy. I think our hearts go out to him, right? I mean, all those nightmares about did I or did I not give them the right amount of money in the check I pay these guys to stage the fake race hate, homophobic attack. I mean, do me a favour. So that got me angry before we even started, Sean. But let's turn to this issue of the Mueller report, because there are 400 pages of stuff in there. But what was the report set up to be? The report was set up very clearly to investigate. Mueller was appointed to investigate whether there was a conspiracy by Donald Trump or his campaign team with the Russians to basically fix the election. I can't imagine a more serious charge against any serving president than they betrayed their country with a foreign enemy to fix a U.S. election. And for 2 years, the media in this country and the Democrats and screaming liberal celebrities like Jussie Smollett, who led the charge on this for the celebrities, have screamed collusion, 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 collusion. Right? This was a done deal. Mueller was the savior. He was the man on the white horse riding into town to take down President Trump. On collusion with Russia, he would be exposed as a traitor, and this would be the end of his presidency. And then the Mueller report comes out, and it turns out it was all nonsense. It was, to quote Donald Trump, it was fake news. So I turned, Sean, the day after the full report was published, and looked at the papers, the Washington Post and the New York Times, who both won Pulitzer Prizes for their coverage of Russia collusion. And neither of them remembered to mention in their banner headlines the day after the full publication of the full report, neither of them remembered to mention that the conclusion by Mueller was there was no collusion. Instead, they went for more Trump bashing. I turned to cable news, some of your rivals, some I used to work at, and they too moved very swiftly from collusion that they've been screaming about for 2 years to now obstruction of justice. So let's analyse that for a couple of seconds. We're supposed to believe now that Donald Trump committed repeated obstruction of justice over a crime that he now, as we all know, did not commit. So he's trying to obstruct people from investigating something he said he didn't do, that the special counsel has now confirmed he didn't do. It is ridiculous. It is a farce. It's making a mockery, I think, of America, in the same way that back in my country, over Brexit, our departure from the European Union, the people who lost, who voted Remain, and I was one of them, refused to accept the result, do not want the country to Brexit. The Liberals here, you saw refusing to accept the result of the Trump win in 2016, but Hillary won the popular vote. Who cares? It's not about the popular vote. And now they refuse to accept the result of the Mueller report, the one that they said would be absolutely the final say, the sacrosanct say. It is a disgrace.
That was so well done. I can't top that. I really can't. You're edgy. The Daily Mail's edgy. This isn't edgy. This is outright lying and conspiracy theories based on mostly on anonymous sources. What is the fallout? I don't think they ever get rid of the fake news branding of Donald Trump.
I am actually staggered that CNN, where I used to work, and I have a lot of friends there, I have great respect for the network.
Fake news.
But I do. But unfortunately on this, they just have gone completely in the tank anti-Trump. And I don't know why they've done that, other than it gives them, a lot of money, I guess. But I think it damages their credibility. I wish they weren't doing it. I wish that somewhere in America would go back to just representing Trump in a fair way, that you could actually say, look, the Mueller report came back and said no collusion. End. Period. Move on. If the Democrats, fueled by the media, now try and continue to fight this, I'm telling you what will happen, Sean. Donald Trump will get re-elected, and they're going to have 4 more years of this.
Amazing analysis. We hope you'll come back more often. Great to see you again. Piers Morgan, thank you.